Hey guys, it's Derry, Sandwich Carpenter for the Rainbow Witch's Colorful Cottage. I just came across a really fun tag from the ILoveDanes channel. And it's hashtag just wondering. And it's 15 questions, so here we go. Have I ever used a Ouija board? If so, what happened? No, I have never used a Ouija board. When I was younger, I've been at sleepovers that have had them. It's not something that interests me, to be honest. It's not something I align with. It's just I have zero interest in Ouija boards. And they frighten me a little bit, so I just kind of just keep that. I'm just like, you go do that, just not me. Question number 2. What is my favorite type of spell to do? You see this? Color magic. Question number 3. What is my least favorite type of spell to do? Darker magic. It's not that I won't. I don't like blood magic. I don't like stuff like that. If I am pushed, like you really got to push me, I will throw down a curse. I will throw down a hex. I have no problem. But I just don't want to tempt. I don't want it bounce. I don't want that kind of karma. I don't want that crap bouncing back on me. I just don't. I don't want any negativity bouncing back on me. Question number 4. What 3 herbs are a must-have? Mint, lavender, rosemary, chamomile. I mean, the list is endless right here. I don't know. I have 5 or 10 that are a must-have. Like that whole front shelf. Question number 5. What 3 essential oils or infused oils are a must-have for me? Rosemary, peppermint, and lavender. Those are my 3 those are my go-to. You can add lemon to that too. Lemon or grapefruit. Have I ever done a spell for someone that has come back to you? Believe it or not, yes, I have, and it was not a negative spell. It was a good spell, so it came back to me happily. It was not. I've had some positive bounce back from that, which was fun, which was a kind of a nice little jolt. What is the weirdest thing on my altar? But for anybody who really knows this is not weird at all. Out on my living room altar, I have, a little stormtrooper Buddha that was a 3D statue. It's a Buddha, but it's got a stormtrooper hat on, and that's probably that's a conversation starter. I also have, my son has put the little people, the little Fisher-Price little people. I have a Joker. I have a Wonder Woman. I have the Wicked Witch of the West. I have Maleficent. I have lots of little, as my mother would call them, tchotchkes on my desk and on my altars and things like that. This is another conversation starter. Is this guy right here? Don't ask me why. He literally jumped out at me about a year ago at Ross, and I was just like, I had to have him. I don't know why, but he came home with me. Don't ask. I don't really know. Okay. Question number 8 is, what is the biggest crystal I own? This crystal is a raw lepidolite. This is this. They're the same crystal. This is a palm stone lepidolite that's obviously been polished, but this is a raw lepidolite. I love that hunk, that little square right there. That's one of my favorites, part of this. And then I have my pride and joy on my altar, which is my baby. This is my labradorite. I love labradorite. It is hands down one of my favorite crystals. This is my big baby. I've had her for, oh God, 4 or 5 years, 6 years now. She was gifted to me by a friend on my anniversary. So I have that one. I have a rainbow titanium aura quartz. That's a big chunk. I have an amethyst. I have a hermit. This is a hermiter diamond. I have an apotholite and clear quartz. I have some good chunks of amethyst back here. So yeah, those are some of my bigger crystals. How many tarot oracle decks do I have? Well, currently I'm up to 22, thanks to Hay House's holiday sale. And I know you guys are probably sick of hearing about that, but I just kind of went a little crazy. But they just, for $10, you can't beat it. Which tarot or oracle deck is my favorite? My favorite tarot deck is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, and my favorite oracle deck is the Mystical Shaman's Oracle, also by Colette Baron Reed. She is my favorite deck collector. I currently have, I think, 9 of her decks. Whether it's tarot, oracle, or affirmation. She's just... which tarot or oracle deck is my least favorite? Well, earlier in the summer, I got rid of, I think, 4 of my decks. I had the Gypsy Fortune playing cards. I didn't align with those, so I gifted those away. I had the Gilded Tarot from Ciro Marchetti, which was my very first tarot deck that I no longer aligned with, and I didn't really use it that much anymore, so I cleansed it and gifted it away. And then I had the Shadow Haven Tarot, which I couldn't distinguish the pictures. So, and I had a friend who really wanted that one, so I gifted that to her. So yeah, I usually just try to, if I don't align with my decks, and funny, I have 22 decks, but I use them all. I just ordered these 5 new ones, so I can't wait to start incorporating those into my decks. What is my favorite witchy book? This is what I am currently going through right now. For those of you that didn't know, I am a Christian witch. No, this really doesn't have anything. It does have something to do with Christianity, but I highly, 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 highly recommend this to any and all witches. It is a life changer for me. Also, Starhawk's Spiral Dance, which is another one. A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. Let's see. Warrior Goddess Training, which is another one. This was a life changer for me. Women who run with wolves is another one. Don't get me started. I can go on and on and on and on and on. How often do I do any kind of spells? Every day. For me, there is no distinction for me between the magical versus the mundane. I use magic or herbs or whatever or spells in everything that I do. When I make my coffee in the morning, I use my herbs. When I wash my clothes, I use Florida water. I use other herbs. I use sachets. I use, when I wash my floors, I use, when I cook my food. There's no, I have herbs in my vacuum cleaner to scent my rooms and to, there's no distinction for me. There's no line between the magical and the mundane. I am a witch 24/7, 365 days a year. There is no, that's just me. That's just what I do. Do I have a besom, and if so, how many? I currently have 3. I have that one, which was gifted to me by my sister. I have that red one right there, with the black feather on it. That was my grandmother's chimney broom when I was really little. So I used to play with that, and when she passed away, I inherited it. And then I have my pride and joy right here, which is my rainbow besom from Broomcorn Johnny's, that was gifted to me by a former friend, as I am a rainbow witch. So she thought that was only fitting. Okay, question number 15, last question. Okay, what is my favorite spread in Tarot Oracle? I am an intuitive reader, so I usually just shuffle till cards jump out or whatever. If they don't, I usually do like a 3-card spread, and then, because that's just, for me, that's easiest, and then if it needs more, I will add to it, or if I'm called, I will add to it. I also like the Celtic Cross. That's another really common one, but it's also a really fun one. So those are my answers, and I hope everybody has a great night, and I love you, and I hope that everybody does this tag. If you need the questions, they're over on ILoveDanes channel, because she originated the tag. So everybody have a great night. Bye, guys.